What a beautiful morning. Chilly, but beautiful. Wintertime tomato experiment. So far surviving all the frosts. Wonder if we're actually going to get any tomatoes. So, she's a bit chilly, but beautiful. Morning, ladies. Are your toes cold or what? Hey? Your toes cold? I've got nothing to give you just yet. You wait till your rations. So, the outcome of this fox. Thank you. It's currently in here, swimming in the solution. Got a bench to this stage yesterday. Put him in yesterday. So, daily stirring to make that one into something. Now, those of you that might remember this fox, she turned out quite well, considering it's my very first attempt at doing a fox pelt. The leathers come up alright. She's nice and soft and fluffy. Got one more little phase to put that one through, just to try and get some of the grease out of it, and then for a first attempt I'm calling that one quite successful. Latest pile of rabbit pelts here. Some have block is out there. Some have come out better than others. I think there's a couple of good successful ones in there. But this one's really good. Nice thick winter coat. This one turned out really good. Hopefully it doesn't shed too much more fur. But we'll be able to do something with them. I think this one's helped me refine where I'm going to go, provided it's not slipping too much fur. Got mixed instruction. Some instruction says you can't soak them too long, and then I just saw another thing last night. They say you can over soak them and they'll start to slip the fur, so I don't know. I was going to keep mucking around and working it out. Around with this experiment with a couple of pelts from way back. I made it too small for my hand, but I took it into town and I was getting feedback off of various people, and for the most part I'm getting positive feedback. I was surprised how many people could put their hand straight in it. And I'm mainly trying to get some of the female or younger generation opinions on it. And it's coming out very relatively positive. Until, of course, it gets to that one lady that says, "Oh, I'm a vegan. I think humans are the biggest parasite on earth." When I say I'm trying to make use of feral pests. Humans are the biggest pest. I'm vegan. And what does she do? I look down and she takes leather boots off her feet. Yep, says it all. Yeah, if you all remember this little rabbit, nailed it with the 2520. I gotcha. An incredible specimen. Beautiful blue eyes on him. The white. I'm glad this one worked out alright. That unique white markings on him. I'm so glad that this pelt turned out pretty good. Those unique white markings. But if I fold the skin inside out, if I just do this one hand, hang on, sorry, make you all seasick. Where it is. There it is, the big old 2520 bullet hole in it. Poor little guy. Yeah, but no, he worked out quite good. So we got two firearms dealers. In case you haven't figured out, live in quite a remote country town. We've got two firearms dealers. One of them's about 200 kilometres that way. If I go and see that firearms dealer, it's in a town where there's nothing else I can do but that specific trip, so not going over there at this point of the game with the fuel situations and blah blah blah. So the next firearms dealer is about 150 k's that way, and that's in a town where we do other things. But for a long time now I've been avoiding that firearms dealer like the plague, because I just have not liked their management, but and their price gouging has just been stupid. But they seem to be under new management now, so we went in there the other day and I scraped together all the play lunch money I had on me. Scraped together all my play lunch money, all my pocket money, and they had 3 varieties of 17 HMRs on the shelf. So one lot was the CCI green, so I said, "Nup, you can keep them on the shelf." And the others were, knee of mine, CCI game point, and we got the 20 grain hollow points. I don't ever recall trying them in the 1.7. Hornady's 20 grainers I know grip quite well, but they've seemed failing on expansion, and I've seen had boxes where you punch through them and they keep running. So I'm going to give these a try. We've got the Remington 17 grain hollow points. I've never tried these before. I have tried the Federal versions and they weren't too bad, and they seem to drop foxes okay. So according to the weather, it's going to be a beautiful day today. So the plan is hopefully to get out this afternoon, do some group testing on these, because I've put the night vision sight back on the 1.7. So I'll go do some group testing with these, and if these prove to be okay, I've got one of my favourite little rabbit spots out there, and we'll put them to the test on the rabbits. What have we got here? Crap everywhere. So we've just time warped. It is the afternoon now. Target out there. Initially I've got 30 metres out for a starting point. So first things first is get the 17 sighted in, roughly with a bit of the rubbish ammo that, well, that's not so much rubbish. I'll be dialing into that stuff. I've got this stuff carry over, so we'll do initial sight in, get it at least on paper, and then group test from there and fine tune it to the new stuff. So we'll get set up and get on with that. Playing with the digitals. Sticky little flies today, which is odd for winter. Fourth day of winter. You didn't even turn on. Oh, where are you? That's better. Yeah, fourth day of winter. Gorgeous day. Beautiful day. So get this sighted, and then my favourite little rabbit spot up there, I want to get up to where you saw me with the Winchester last time. 75 metres out now. I've got it dialed in at 30 odd metres. Yeah, 32 metres with those with the AMAX bullets. So I'm 75 out now. I'm about to put 3 shots of these CCI game points through, 20 grain game points through. I'm just going to put a first group down, see how it looks, and dial as needed. Oh, we got 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's usable. Those are good. That's usable. So we'll highlight that and make the adjustment. Put another 3 in. Alright. That's usable. Well, that's not too shabby. 1, 2, 3. That's the CCI 20 grain. That's not too shabby at all. Yeah. Puts the centre of group there. So I'm not going to play with that at all. I'm going to go back to the 30 metre though and try these Remingtons. Oh yeah, hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. That, hang on, let's get my pen out. Yeah, that is not too shabby at all. Remington. That's at the 75 metre mark ish, and that is pretty. So I'm going to adjust and get him dialed in. Yeah, I think between 75 and 100 is bugger all difference. So if I dial it in just above that, we are happening. And then fun test. Just see them in there. Put it on record. Nice. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3. Not quite as pretty as the other group. That can be very, very typical though. Still usable. So yeah, I might put another. Might flick back to the 20 grainers again. Put another 3 into there, and then sling a 20 grainer at that. And I can already see bits of jacket. Yeah, jacket in there. Wow. So I've hit pretty much spot on. Bit of an exit. Entry. Ooh, exit. Ooh. So that is, it's tracked off, but there's more of a bullet hanging together than ballistic tip bullets. So that's gone, left a bit of jacket behind, and that's tiny bit of jacket left in that one. So that's like proving to be a controlled expansion bullet, not just fragmentation. I'm going to try and do that again. No, I'll do the 20 grainer, and if I've got enough jugs I'll do this again. I overcorrected, have I? Tibial, overcorrected. It's so finicky trying to sight these at times. This one shot zero system on it. Yeah, I could tweak it a bit further. I might just try and get that dish into the centre there. Try. Jugs. Has it gone through all of them, is it? Well, bugger me. That one doesn't look too healthy. That one doesn't look too healthy. That one ain't too healthy. That's gone through all of them. So does that behave like a... Yeah, it's behaved like a full metal jacket. Don't see any bullet remnants at all. Yeah, don't know. I'll get back to you on that one. So, one more tweak, and what was it? It's been 2 more shots to verify. So there's one of those two. So we're in that party room again, just to verify. I'm done with target shooting. The day's moving on. I want to get to them rabbits. What do we end up having over here? Put these ones length on. Simulates more of a fox sitting there looking at me. So if that was a brisket shot, well, that looks good because we've got jacket everywhere in that one. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't know. Ooh, I think I can see the base of the bullet in there, so that'd be a good thing. Remington hollow points might be my answer. I don't know. I'll just revert it back to the sight setting of Remington. There's a jacket everywhere in there. If that's punched all the way through that one and into that one, that is fox side on, that's gone through. Fox front on, it should stop in its spine somewhere. Yeah, oh well, I'm going to see what happens with these. Okay, here. One nice mushroomed out little 1.7 bullet. Like controlled expansion, beautiful. That's better than blowing up on the surface. That's going to actually might punch in and do something with foxes. So I'm running out of daylight here. We can simulate tests with cardboard and water containers till the cows come home. That is never ever gonna it's never probably gonna duplicate shooting live animals. So it is time to get my little bum into gear. I was going to sight the 22 in while I was at it, but that's going to have to wait. So time to get my little bum into gear and get onto this little ambush point in the rocks up here. You won't be able to see it on the action camera. I can already see rabbits running around everywhere on that big warren over there. That's about 250, 200 yards out. And I think they're already on me. It looks like they're getting nervous. Yeah, one sitting up there on the bank. So hopefully, nah, there he goes. Oh, they're onto it. Okay, this carnage does not look good. I don't know what feathers they are. But some bird's been torn to shreds up here. No idea. What have we got? It's got to be one of our natives. That's one of our native hawks or something like that. Torn to shreds. Yeah, right. So you all know this spot. I've had you up here before with the 25-20. So downside today is I'm going to have the sun in my eyes. Upside today is today I have zoomy bits and I didn't have that last time. And I'm not too worried about synthetic stock on the rocks either. We've got, you can see one rabbit sitting up there, two rabbits. Okay, one's having a munch. So I'll give you a bit of a, there you go, a video record through there. I can give you the screen over screen. What have you got? Rabbit there, rabbit there, rabbit there, rabbit there, rabbit there. Younger ones will look. I think want some older ones for the skins. See how we go. We'll let them settle down a bit and get the other camera set up. See how we go. Sit, turn around. Oh, you bugger. I'll take it. Ooh. I'll take it. Whoa! Oh, for fuck's sakes. Lost the shot now, haven't I? I have to. Something wrong here. Well, I might be going home early here. Now I've got a problem with the trigger mechanism. It's not staying cocked. And it's super tight. So the striker's just it's behaving like, and then super heavy, and it'll do that. So the bloody something going on with the cocking mechanism now. Bloody hell, if it's not one thing, it's another. I'm home now, and there's your problem. That screw right there in the trigger group, it come loose. So I could have actually, yeah, that was on the brink of falling out. So just like me, it's got a screw loose. I could have actually tensioned that out in the paddock, but I didn't want to pull the gun apart out in the grass. So, oh well, we'll clean it and we'll have another go. So we have Groundhog Day, people. I'm in the exact same spot as yesterday. We have nice weather still. I'm trying to make the most of it, and I'm going to do the exact same thing as yesterday, except it's not so much sighting in, it is just verifying that nothing's changed since I've had the gun out of the stock. So we'll verify it, check it, then I'm going back over there and trying to carry on what I started yesterday. That's better. Pull that trigger straight away. That Windy's is spot on. So we've got Groundhog Day phase 2. Downside is I broke my camera tripod as I got it out of the car. Upside is that's freed up a hand so I could bring the death grip up. I'm looking at Rabbit sitting down there right now, so I'm going to get the close-up camera set up on the little mini tripod, see if I can't dial it in and we'll get our first shot away. So that's ridiculous. I'm moving in closer. That's just ridiculous. I'm just throwing lead down there for no real reason. I don't know if the gun's up to it anymore for this type thing. The almighty 17 HMR should be all over these rabbits at this range. It's only about 120 metres down there to this end of the warren, about 150 to the far end. That's where I'm at. This is easy walk in the park distance from me 22. I've just got a rabbit's head poking out the warren up there now. Let's see if I can't have a go at it. the splits. There you are there. It's only a little bubby. Should take it down the 4.5. Fuck me dead. That is a walk in the park distance for the 22. That a walk in the park. I don't know whether she'll go home and cry. So we'll reconfigure. Lose the Remington for now. Put them in my pocket. I'll go back to the CCI. I'll try and peg a headshot with the CCI, which I'm going for bloody headshots anyway. So change the sight setting over to B. Select. Alright, sight setting B. Almost out of battery anyway. I think there's a, yep, it's a young bunny with his head popping up. Let's just have a go at him. Can't see much, that sun. Alright. Gotta go down and get it and have a look. Oh. That was a little bubby rabbit, and you don't want to see what's left of that. I'm actually going to relocate again. There's another spot over here. I'm going to look back on a different warren. Yeah, baby. Here's another one. Bubby one. Oh. Okay. I think I'm using 20 grain bullets.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't get that
You don't get that one. Okay. Oh, bloody leg creeping on this tripod. Trying to carry all this stuff. So it's looking like there's a glimmer of hope. So one of my number one followers said on the back last video was get the night vision sight back on the 17 and go for the head neck shots. Yeah mate, you're onto it. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. But looks like it's going to be nothing but 20 grain bullets in this rifle from now on. Downside with those, as we say, they're not expanding the way normal hollow point should or soft point should. But hey, I'm not slinging out lead out there if I'm not going to hit the things with the mushrooming bullets. So I'll have to treat it like a long range air rifle and go strictly for the brain.